be introducing you to Canvas, your online classroom environment. Canvas is a learning platform that has been adopted by Eagle Gate College and Provo College. Here, you will navigate through your online classroom, participate in your course, and also communicate with your instructors. To my right, you will see the navigation bar that will become your best friend throughout the course. Up top, you will see where you can send and receive emails, search for your courses, and change the settings and notifications for your online courses. So let's jump in and take a closer look at an online course that will be similar to the one that you may find yourself in.
To be successful in your online courses, there are a few tools that you will need. First, you will need to make sure that you have the technology required to access Canvas and a word processing program such as Microsoft Word or OpenOffice. You need to make sure that you have access to a computer and a reliable internet connection. Logging in. The first thing we will do together is access Canvas by directing your web browser to eaglegatecollege.instructure.com. Again, that's eaglegatecollege.instructure.com. Navigating there should bring up a window that you see here. If you get an error message, please make sure your computer is connected to the internet and that you have spelled the URL correctly. If you continue to have error messages, please either call the Eagle Gate Help Desk or your computer's technical support line if you think the problem is hardware related. The Eagle Gate support phone number is 801-333-7179. Again, that's 801-333-7179. Or you can also contact Canvas by calling 877-469-0134. Again, that's 877-469-0134. Please input your login, which is normally your EagleGate email address, and your password. If you do not know either one, please contact your campus to obtain your login and or password. So I'm going to log into Canvas. When you first log into a Canvas, you should see a screen like this one. Please select your course and click on the hyperlink that you see here to access your course. I'm going to go into HUM 125 for our sample course today. Now I will be showing you the specifics of the Canvas classroom itself. First, let's look at the navigation bar. As you can see, this course has the following items in the navigation bar: Home page, Announcements, Assignments, Discussions, Grades, People, Pages, Syllabus, Quizzes, Modules, and Conferences. To navigate to a different location in the online classroom, simply click on the link and your browser will direct you to that specific page. Next, let's look at the Discussion tab. This is where you and your fellow students will be interacting in the online classroom and talk about the different discussion questions assigned in the course. The first discussion question that you will respond to will be in the Eagle Gate Cafe. This is where you will post a detailed introduction about yourself for the benefit of your instructor and the other students in your course. In order to post a discussion question, first navigate to the correct module and open up the discussion thread by clicking. To create a new post or a response, click this button here and type your discussion question in the text field like this. Please refer to your instructor's policies on the length requirements for each discussion question. This will vary depending on what program you are in. Generally, your original post needs to be between 70 to 100 words, but always check with your instructor on the requirements in your individual course. Once you have finished typing your discussion question, you may post it by clicking like this. Next, to respond to another student posting, click on the icon that says Reply. And then you will click Post Reply. This way, other students in your course and your instructor will be able to view your reply. Next, we will look at the gradebook in your course. All graded and ungraded work appears in the gradebook here. Note, the points show a percentage of completed work, not the overall points for the course by default. If you go over to here and click Calculate based only on graded assignments, you will see your actual grade. At any point in the term, you can view your grade and see your progress. It is always a good idea to check your grades weekly. The calendar of your course can be found here. The calendar is a great location to see deadlines for important events in your course. While you cannot edit the calendar as a student, check it frequently to make note of upcoming events such as quizzes or a midterm exam. Here you can see in this course that the Module 4 Discussion 2 question is due on July 7th. The Module 4 quiz is due on July 7th. The Module 4 Discussion 1 question is due on July 7th. And then here, this is the final week of the course. It looks like the Module 5 Discussion Question 2 is due on July 10th. Module 5 Discussion Question 1 is also due July 10th, and your final exam is due that day. So check your calendar frequently. Let's take a look at the Modules section of the online course. When clicking on Modules on the left-hand side of the course, you will be able to view all the assignments, the checklist for the course, the objectives, any presentations attached to the modules, the discussion questions, the assignments, and also the quizzes and exams that are due in your course. Let's take a look at a few areas of this course. First, let's look at the checklist for HUM 125 Module 1. It will tell you what you need to accomplish this week. And you can see the sample here as the checklist and objectives for Module 1. You can also view lectures, presentations, the discussion questions, the assignments, supplemental readings, and any other information that your instructor has added to your course. When you want to begin working on assignments, simply click on it like this. We are going to go into the Midterm Cultural Review assignment for your HUM 125 course. After you've brought up the assignments page as we just did, now you will see all the details of the assignment. You will notice that some of your written assignments might have a rubric attached to them. This is helpful for you to read through the rubrics to see what is required. Let's take a look at the rubric for the Module 3 Cultural Review assignment in the HUM 125 course. Let's imagine now that we've just completed this assignment in our word processor, Microsoft Word for example, and we want to turn it in. We do so by clicking on the Submit Assignment button, choose your file, and then you're going to click Submit Assignment. It is always a good idea to open up your assignment before submitting the final version to ensure that you are in fact submitting the correct assignment and the final version of your assignment. After submitting the assignment, you can view your submission details. So this assignment was turned in September 13th at 11:24 p.m. It came in late. You'll be able to see if you've turned something in late or on time, and then you will see the submission details. In the Pages tab of the classroom, You will be able to find valuable information about the school. You will be able to access this in all the online courses and will be able to go there to get information on APA formatting, the Eagle Gate College and Provo College course catalogs, information on who to contact at your campuses for help, and how to get IT support. Let's view this together and I will show you what information you can find in this area of your course. At the top, you see information about the LIRN, the Library and Information Resource Network, OVID, online videos, Eagle Gate Student Assistance Program if you are having personal challenges, the Eagle Gate College Catalog. If you click on it, it will bring you directly to the catalog, the Provo College Course Catalog, IT support, Canvas support, who to contact at individual campuses for help, online full-time faculty information and contact information, APA writing help for APA style, and also information on how to download OpenOffice. We will next view the Announcements tab of the course. This is where your instructor will post important announcements about the course, about your weekly objectives of what you need to accomplish, and any other information pertinent to your course. For example, if you are having a course conference, your instructor might post the information here. If there is an announcement from the school, this might also be posted here. Let's take a look at some of the announcements that are found in the HUM 125 course. Down at the bottom of the course, or this will be in the beginning of the course, before all the other announcements are posted, you will see an announcement that has information about how to get IT support, a welcome message from your instructor, information on student assistance, campus information, your instructor's contact information, information about the Learning Resource Center, and then you will also see announcements about your course. For example, here's an announcement about a first course conference, a welcome message to week 2, study guides, and there will also be other announcements coming from the school. For example, saying this is your final week of class, extensions, just any important information, so be sure to check your announcements page frequently. A few other items to mention about your online courses are Netiquette. Netiquette is important in our online educational environment. Always ensure that when you are responding to another student's post, that you do so respectfully and professionally. While you are free to form your own opinions and to disagree with another student's ideas, remember that threatening comments, abusive language, and generally unprofessional communication is not acceptable at Eagle Gate College in our online classrooms. Another thing to mention is academic honesty. It is important to always do your own original work. We have a program where our faculty members can send papers to a program called Grammarly, an online plagiarism detection site. We will be able to see how much of your paper was taken from another site. It is important to always document where you get your information and cite it on your reference page and within your paper. In the Pages tab, you will see information about APA writing style. This will help you cite your sources. Finally, let's look at the inbox to show how you can receive and send messages to your instructor. When you open your inbox by clicking on the Inbox button, your inbox will open in Canvas. Here, you will be able to see all of your communications in a threaded organization. Emails here in your inbox are arranged chronologically in the order they were received. You will see specific message in your inbox from specific people, and when you click on the person, you will see the thread of messages that have been sent and received from the person. To read a message, simply click here. This is a message that I sent to my last course. To send a message, you are going to compose it like this. And then you would click send and the message would be sent to the receiver. Please remember to check your inbox frequently. Finally, if you are experiencing technical problems in your course, remember to first contact Canvas support, then EagleGate support, your instructor, or your campus. Someone is always available to help you. As online students, you are required to sign an online agreement saying that you have the technology available to you to be successful in your courses. Also, that you will practice Netiquette when participating in the online course, and you will always use academic honesty when participating. Talk to your campus about your equipment that you have available to you to participate. Your online experience depends solely on you and your participation, and also your willingness to work hard in your courses. Remember that there is always someone there to help you. The online division at Eaglegate College and Provo College is committed to your individual success. Utilize your instructor, your campus, and your peers as much as you can to get the most out of your online courses. And remember, enjoy your online experience. Finally, as online students, you are required to sign an online agreement saying that you have the technology available to you to be successful in your online courses. Also, that you will practice Netiquette when participating in online courses and you will use academic honesty. Talk to your campus about your equipment that you have available to you to participate in your courses. Let's take a look at the Online Learning Technology Agreement. The Online Learning Technology Agreement acknowledges that, number 1, I have completed the student online learning orientation at my campus. Number 2, I understand the minimum requirements to participate in online learning. Number 3, I understand where I can go to get help and technical support. Number 4, I understand what the technical requirements are for online courses. Number 5, I have successfully completed the task listed in the orientation checklist and reaffirmed that I have logged into the student portal, Canvas homepage, EagleGate email, and completed the online assessment in Canvas. Number 6, I agree to keep my passwords absolutely confidential. Failure to do so may result in withdrawal for the online program. This means not sharing passwords with anyone, even close family members and friends, and adhering to the EagleGate College Honor Code. Then you will sign this document. You will recognize that you know who your online coordinator is, their phone number, and how to log into Canvas. Remember that there is always someone to help you. The online division at Eaglegate College and Provo College is committed to your individual success. Utilize your instructors, your campus, and your peers as much as you can to get the most out of your online courses. And remember to enjoy your online experience.